This is how streamers ruined gaming, and well, I'm a streamer, so apparently I ruined gaming. But you know what?
Did streamers really ruin gaming, or are you just trash? In this video, I'm going to talk about gaming
Oh,
before
it's a nigga.
streaming was popular, and gaming after streaming became popular, and by the end of this video,
My dog.
you'll have an
Okay,
answer on
what's
if
up?
streaming really ruined gaming or not. Now, a few months ago, I was actually scrolling through Twitter, and I saw this tweet right here that says, dominating blue-collar workers in BattleBit. If you don't know what BattleBit is, well, it's basically like Battlefield in Roblox, and this is pretty much the whole clip.
Jesus.
Yeah, pretty much that guy is just straight up dominating people. Like that's pretty much it. And I saw a quote tweet that said, esports ruined casual gaming. Now I know the whole title of this video is like something along the lines of how streamers ruined gaming, but I'm gonna put streamers and esports kind of in the same category. I say that because with streaming, you kind of gotta either be good at a game or funny, and with esports, you gotta be good at a game. So I'm gonna put them both together because they're pretty similar, if I do say so myself. But to really understand this, we gotta go all
I've been completely dog at that climbing game, and y'all still are here watching me. So like, I'm doing something.
Way back to
doing something right.
The Fortnite boom. Before Fortnite was this cringe
what up, Justin?
My stream with
it was a game that nobody truly knew how to play. Everyone had fun.
Shout out to my
with
dog. What are you saying, Justin? You
in
here on a good one today?
About Fortnite. I mean, back then you had Fortnite meme pages. Every single human being was posting their wins. People were doing
big dubs.
emotes
Thank you,
IRL.
Justin, for the big raid, my dog. Shout out to all your homies in here. Let's go cooking.
Fortnite move, bitch.
I mean, that's how we got the infamous ninja clip.
This clip is so cringe, fam. This nigga is the most. That is cringe.
One thing that also became popular because of
how
Fortnite
streamers ruin gaming.
Back then, Twitch was like pretty niche, but I'd say that Fortnite made Twitch more mainstream. And you may be asking, why did people go to Twitch and not YouTube? Well, the thing about YouTube is that a lot of YouTube videos are edited, and some people, they may be good on YouTube, but it's like on Twitch. Twitch is live, Twitch is raw. So if you lose, like, people are gonna see you lose, and if you win, people are gonna see you win. And that's why Twitch was so popular, because you could see high-level gameplay in real time. To determine if somebody was truly good, all you had to do was just watch them on Twitch. And with Twitch becoming so popular, some streamers that a bunch of people were watching back then was people like Myth, Ninja, Dr. Lupo, Nick Mercs. The whole Ninja versus Myth argument was like the biggest topic in school. I remember.
You see what I'm saying? I guess I'm a part of the problem. Fact though, like, that's how I feel right now.
But with all those popular streamers and pro players being in the limelight, that made more people want to be a pro player / streamer. I mean, did y'all see how some of these Fortnite teams were getting down? Bro, I'm telling you, if I had to crank a few 90s to be a freaking Fortnite pro back then, I probably would. And that's exactly where the downfall of gaming happened. Everyone started focusing on the money you can make from gaming rather than the fun from gaming. Fortnite used to be this game where you try to win by doing these creative strats like building a sky base, building a huge metal base, or maybe even camping in a bush. But then it turned into this huge sweat fest when people saw that you could make abnormal amounts of money from this game. Back then, if you shot at a dude, they would probably start shooting at you back like they wouldn't even build. But now, if you shoot at somebody in Fortnite, they're building a whole freaking skyscraper hotel with Wi-Fi. It's actually wild. Now, let me say this right now. I do also say that that's kind of just time. Like,
he's talking the talk right now.
But my point is that everyone's playing games to be the best rather than to just have fun with their boys. Everyone is playing to be watched on Twitch or watched on YouTube. I mean, you ever play a game and you get killed by somebody with a TTV gamer tag and you go to their Twitch and they're not streaming at all?
Absolutely.
Just a sweat. Like, everyone is just playing for that top spot because in that top spot, you can make content out of it, and with that content comes a whole lot of money. Unless you're playing like Farming Simulator and you're a pro, I don't really think you make a lot of money from like pro farming.
Well, there he goes. He cleared that up right now.
I might become a Farming Simulator pro. You never know. Bars. But yeah, everyone's pretty much playing to be watched. I remember back then, games wouldn't really get sweaty until like 2 or 3 weeks after release. But now, games are sweaty off the rip. It can be 5 days away from Call of Duty coming out, and you already got a dude making a video saying, best class setup 2023, MW3. And it's like, bro, the game hasn't even released. It can be 2 weeks before 2K.
I don't think he's mad per se, to be honest with you. Like, he is what he said at the beginning of the video. You might have missed it. Is that he doesn't like? He said that I know the title says "Did streamers ruin gaming?" But he thinks that streaming, just the fact of streaming being a thing, has ruined casual gaming. Whereas like nobody plays games to like casually run anymore for the most part. They're trying to like, mans are trying to get it off the rip, like, because niggas is trying to be watched. And he's not wrong when he say it, like, you know what I mean? When he says it like that, it's like, well, I guess you're not lying, because you know them niggas. You know what I'm saying? We know them niggas. Like, we stream, and maybe we come play the game, and we're like, just trying to have fun, maybe with chat. But then these niggas come out of nowhere, just shooting your boxing thing, being like, yo, fuck the streamers, yo, I'm trying to get mans on my stream. Like, and you're just like, what the fuck, nigga? You're just like, alright, bet. I didn't know you were already pro at this. What are you doing? Like, when he says niggas ain't even live and they're playing the game, facts. You have TTV in your name trying to be a streamer and shit like that, but like, low key, you're just trying to sweat, dog.
Comes out, and the dude already has the best build. It
Just
makes no
doing some
sense.
shit.
And when the game comes out, people are only going to play the meta, because when you only play the meta, you can win more. And when you win more, you can get up to that top rank. And when you get up to that top rank, you can stream, create content from it. More people are going to watch you because you're up high on the leaderboards. And then the cycle just continues and continues and continues. And now everyone's just playing the same because everyone's just trying to be the best to be able to stream it / be watched. Back then, you would play games for the fun because there was really no money involved. But now it's like every single human being is trying to become the top streamer, and it's like, bro, like, where's the fun in that? Back then, gaming tournaments were giving out speckles. I'm telling you, if you won a gaming tournament for like freaking Mortal Kombat or Halo or something
shit.
like that, you were probably going to get 50 cents in a Big Mac. But now, if you win a freaking Fortnite tournament or you just win
It's
a freaking
millies.
Call of Duty tournament, dog, you're honestly set. You can buy your mom a freaking mansion. People are getting
Nah, he's not talking about
millions
every
from
game.
tournaments. I mean, look at Booga, bro. Didn't he won like 3 million, I'm pretty sure, off of Fortnite? That is wild. That is insane money. Another thing about gaming after streaming is that games that aren't even sweaty are becoming sweaty. For example, Fall Guys. I remember back in 2020, every single human being was playing Fall Guys during quarantine.
Having fun.
And with everybody playing Fall Guys, TikTok got a hold of that. And I remember scrolling through TikTok one day, and I saw this one dude making videos of the best strats on certain maps on Fall Guys. And I just thought to myself, what do you gain from being a sweat in Fall Guys? What do you gain? Like, I understand you're trying to show people how to win and stuff, but I feel like the reason why Fall Guys was so fun was because nobody was making strats or anything. People were just hopping in, having fun, just playing like headless chickens, you know? I feel like games die out quicker when you're making all these strats and stuff on how to win, when it's not even like, obviously, yes, the goal in Fall Guys is to win, but I feel like the whole point of that game is to enjoy the journey. Like the fun with friends, the freaking hurdles you're going over, that one dude griefing you on the map. Like, when you're only focused on trying to get crowns in that game, the game becomes less fun because you're just focused on the destination rather than the journey. Imagine coming home from a long day of school or work and you're getting sweated on in Fall Guys. Imagine you're over there just trying to chill, you know, you're on this little cutesy game that's like Wipeout, and out of nowhere, TTV Try Hard for Life literally just claps you every single map, and it's like, dude, you can't even have fun anymore. And since everyone's tryharding, games are now catering to the bad players. One thing that games have been implementing is this thing called skill-based matchmaking.
Nah, this nigga's about to be spitting, fam. He's about to talk the talk. I already could tell. If this is where he was leading to, nah, he's valid. He's valid. If this is what the build-up was to, he's valid as fuck. Cause you can't jump in a game and, dog, with SBMM, dog, bro, before you could jump in COD and it'd be like all types of skill levels. You'd have the niggas who are sweaty, should be playing MLG, and then you have like the 4-year-old who can't hold a controller properly, dog. Like, and you could go crazy, drop nukes, everything like that. But SBMM now, fam, they added, it's just like, dog, if you sweat in the game, you're only fighting sweats. That's it. There's no leeway. That's it. Cut it off. You have to be on your shit 24/7 if you are even a little bit good at a game. But if you're shit, you'll have the best time in your life.
If you don't know what it is,
Nah.
I'll basically explain. Think of a lobby where all the top players from a bunch of different games all get into a lobby with each other and go head to head. Basically ranked play, but with no bonus rewards or anything. You just kind of get into a lobby with the best players without getting any specific reward in casual play. And the thing about skill-based matchmaking is that it's unfair because the good players are being punished for being good at the game. And it gets to this point where it's like winning feels like a chore rather than actual fun. Because back then, if you truly wanted to sweat, you would go into like a ranked game mode or something. But now, if you're a tryhard, you're gonna play every single other tryhard 24/7 just because you're good at the game. Back then, games like Call of Duty, what they would do, you would join a lobby, and if you wanted to leave that lobby, you would just leave it. And if you wanted to stay after the game, you would stay. But now, after a game is finished, they just transport you to a whole different lobby with everyone else who also did good. And it's like, now you gotta go head to head with all the big dogs just because you won one game. I remember Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, that had some of the worst skill-based matchmaking ever. That game was borderline unplayable because if you won one game, you would be playing the freaking Optic roster from freaking 2014 just from winning one game. And another way of games catering to bad players, Fortnite adding bots into their games just so you can feel better about yourself. Let's be real, it is 2023. Nobody is a default anymore in Fortnite. I mean, back then, yes, there were people who were bad at the game, but nobody is so bad that they're literally running into a wall 24/7 in Fortnite. So now it's like there's no middle ground between the good and the bad players. It's like if you're good, you're being punished, and if you're bad, you're being rewarded. There's actually this tweet by FaZe Sway that says, "The downfall of video games started when kids complained about people being good at the game. I remember when I was a kid and saw a Master Prestige in COD, I didn't tell him to take a shower or go outside. I sent that MF a friend request." And that's facts. Instead of actually putting in the work to be good, a lot of people just sit there and complain, and now games are kind of catering to them. But one game that I say that kind of bridged the middle ground between the really good players and the really bad players is Street Fighter 6. One thing that Street Fighter 6 did, they added something called modern controls and classic controls. Classic controls, basically you have to do more to push out a combo, and if you do that successfully, then that combo does more damage. But if you play modern controls, you only hit square or something and it'll do a full combo, and those combos do less damage. So it kind of bridges the gap between good and bad players. But that's a whole fighting game. How can this be fixed in like games that are like FPS or something like that? In my honest opinion, I say that FPS games should just go back to like the regular lobbies, you know? Back then, you could join a lobby, scope out the lobby, see who's like the freaking best players and stuff. And if they were a little too good for your level, you could leave if you wanted to. Like, I don't think that you should be transported into the freaking universe of the top 12 Call of Duty masters.
It's half and half. It's a half and half. I feel like there should always
be that option to stay if you want to stay or leave if you want to leave. There was nothing wrong with those lobbies back then. It's just like games just wanted to cater to the bad players, you know? So it's honestly just like gaming is just honestly a huge sweat fest. And that rounds back to like the ultimate question of this video. Did streamers really ruin gaming? In my honest opinion, yes. I 1000% believe that streamers and esports ruined gaming. Because there is no reason why people should be sweating at a game where you literally farm cabbages. How do you even sweat in Farming Simulator? How? Let me know in the comments. Do y'all think streamers / pro players ruin gaming? Or like, what's your guys' take on this whole situation? Let me know. But yeah, this is gonna wrap up the video.
My full take on this is that, like, cause I say some things too about like, yo, pro players and stuff have ruined gaming and shit like that. Because like when it comes to Apex Legends, a lot of the time pro players were like, bruh, take this out of the game, do this, like, take this out of the game, this is shit, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this. Versus like, okay, the streamer, like, you have to separate the streamer category. The esports high level streamer, which is what he did too, he did say that at the beginning, where he's talking about like, there's the streamers where like, cause he mentioned like, he puts the where Kai is, right? And like, he mentions Kai and shit like that to be like, okay, like, you're funny, but then there's the like pro esport niggas, right? And those niggas are the ones at the time who are doing a lot of the changing of the video game and shit like that. Because like the regular streamer who's trying to be funny, trying to whatever, like I'm playing that climbing game right now, and like, yeah, there's hella strats out there to be able to climb faster and all types of shit. I'm just trying to play the game. But then when I go to Apex, what up, Shari? You say, yeah, how you doing? And it's just like, yo, when I play the game, like, it's cool, it's fine or whatever. But when I go to Apex, if I want to play casually, I want to be met up with people who are like from dog ass to stupid lit. You get me? But like, because of all the complaining, all the this, and then being able to completely see skill gaps, developers and studios who want to, like, developers and studios see this feedback and they're just like, yo, okay, we have to change something. We can't have these people who are really shit at the game keep losing at the game, and we can't have these guys who are really good at the game just continuously win at the game. Okay? That's where they bring the SBMM in, but they only keep the SBMM in like that in the way it is today's day and age because of cosmetics. These same things you see on your screen right now, these are the reason why SBMM and everything truly exists and why it's staying there. Because we have people like EA and all these other companies that want to sell you skins. Okay? They want to sell you skins, they want to sell you cosmetics, all types of stuff, different packs, different this, different that. And the people who are shit at the game, if you're bad at a game, why are you going to spend more money on the game? Unless you really love the game, you're not going to spend any more money on the game. But if you're really good at the game, yeah, you might spend some money or whatever, but at some point you might not, you really don't need to because you're just kind of going crazy. It's good for streaming. Streaming definitely boosted that too, where it's just like people need to have the newest cosmetics, every battle pass to showcase it for the people who can't afford it type shit. You're just a little lost? Okay, so let me break it. Let me make my point concise. Has it ruined game? Has streaming and everything and pro players ruined gaming? To a degree. You can put it half and half. It's like a 50-50. There's the funny streamers, like I said, and then there's the streamers who are tryharding and try to be esports pros. Cool. You can put the funny streamers off to the side because they're farming content. The guys who are esports pros and everything like that, those are the guys that a lot of people are focusing on and why games are becoming SBMM based, skill based, matchmaking based, right? So that's one thing that people are saying why that's ruining gaming. Because of all the pro player shit, everybody needs to sweat, and if you can't sweat, you don't get into lobbies with people who sweat. So that ruins gaming for a lot of people because just like he said, people who are really good at the game have to always be good at the game. You can't have a chill day. People who are bad at the game get to feel like they're gods at the game because they're not really playing the same game as you. That ruins gaming in a way because now instead of having open casual lobbies and ranked play, it's just the same. It's never different. Now, the streaming aspect of things again with consumers and everything like that, and why this thing is so prevalent is because when you play a game and you're bad, like I said, are you going to buy anything? Are you going to spend more money on a game? No. EA and everything else, they're selling cosmetics and shit. Why? Oh, you got lost during this part? All right, cool. If I'm a company and I see that, if I put SBMM into my game, right? After there was none, okay? Let's just say that. All the people who were really bad at the game start leaving because they can never win a game. They come on and they're like, bro, everybody's always fucking me up. I can't do anything. I can't play the game. The same argument that a lot of top, like, people who are really good at the game already have right now because of that. Because they always have to sweat, right? The company's looking at that like, well, what if we just separate them? Now, once you see that they separated them, the people start coming back who are not really good at the game. And they're purchasing stuff within the game. You being good at a game or feeling like you're good at a game will lead you to buy more things from that game and lead you to get these purchases and stuff like that. I'm decent at Apex. I put money into Apex battle passes. I'm not that great at like Valorant or something like that. Even though I'm pretty decent at Valorant, but like, or it's too expensive type shit. So I'm not going to put that much money in the game. But now, if I can feel like I'm good at it, you know what I mean? Of course I'm going to do that. So these companies forcefully are putting games in a shit state for everyone else. So they can sell a bunch of shit to the mass droves of people compared to the top people. But at the same time, why it's ruining shit for these same people at the bottom end is because these pro players are going crazy talking about, yo, nerf this, do that, do this. We need to do this. This is the meta. This is that. This is this. You need to do this. And then Developers go to it, they either nerf something, buff something, add something in, it ruins the meta for the game. Everybody's just doing the one same thing, same gun, same crosshair, same this, like it's all bullshit. So it is kind of ruining gaming, but at the crux of it all, it's really just the companies. It's the companies putting the skill-based matchmaking in. It's the companies listening to just all these people on Twitter who are just decent at their game or something like that, instead of just making the game. If you want to be really fucking sweaty, here's a section for you. And if you want to just play the fucking game, here's a section for you. It's no longer that. It's just fuck you and fuck you. That's all I feel about it.